Hello parents and professionals, and today I am going to be asking you to do something that you might not want to do. I'm going to be asking you to stop what you are doing and take a step back. Alright, what am I really talking about? Here's what I'm really talking about. This is something that's quite difficult to describe in examples because this is really a state of mind. This is something that is going on in our psychology, and it will manifest itself in different ways for different people. But, for example, let's say that you have a young person in your life, be them your child or a child that you care for or teach in some way, and they have a habit of making a particular mistake, and you have developed a habit of always saving the day. This is a problem. This is a problem because what we're doing in those moments where we're being superheroes, solving the problems for them, is we are being selfish. You're being selfish because you are preventing them from learning and you are preventing them from growing. And the only reason you're doing that is because it's uncomfortable to stand back and watch the slow motion of them fudging it up or going through a painful experience. It's a horrible thing to have to do, to watch them nearly fail or completely fail. No one likes to do that. You know, if you can swoop in and save the day, then gosh, why wouldn't you? Because you are stopping them from learning and growing. And that's not fair. That is not okay. You cannot keep doing that. If you have a young person in your life who depends on you to help them when the going gets tough, and you keep doing it, and you keep giving them your time and your energy and your suggestions about how to resolve the situation, but they don't take those on board, they just keep repeating the same pattern, and then you keep repeating the same pattern in response, what you are doing is you are stunting their independence from developing. I'm not telling you that this is an easy thing to do. To stand back and watch the metaphorical car crash happening in slow motion before your very eyes is not an easy thing for you to do. Of course it's not. But you have to do it. Because if you don't, you continue to selfishly prevent them from learning and growing and finding their own way, which quite frankly might have been a better way than your way was. You may need to watch them make those mistakes more than one time before they get the learning. But they will get the learning. Every time you swoop in and save them, they don't. Every time you take control of that situation for them, you hold them back for longer than was necessary. There is so much reward and learning that comes from making mistakes. So we're going to let them crack on and make those mistakes. We're going to dust them off afterwards and say positive and encouraging things to set them back on the right track again. And then we're going to watch them screw it up all over again. But we're not going to interfere with that. because what they're doing is they're going through a process of learning how to be responsible. And we want them to be responsible. We don't want them to grow up and go into other relationships later on in their life where they become dependent on the other person they're in the relationship with, because that's what they've got used to as a result of dealing with us. Those are not the young people that we want to grow up and, to create when they're a grown up. We don't want them expecting that everyone else is going to continue to sort things out for them in the future, because that's not how the world works. We want to know that they can go into the workplace and deal with the stresses that that's going to have to offer them, and that they know how to deal with that because we help them to develop that resilience that they need. So my message to you this month is to step back and let them grow. Let them learn, let them take responsibility, let them become the people that we want them to be. And if this video has been in any way useful or important for you to hear today, then I'd like you to mention that in the description box below and give this video a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed to this channel, then go ahead and click the red subscribe button and click the notifications bell so that you get notified the next time I upload a video. But for now, thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!